I'm Karen, and I'm an accountant who's also a crafter. I'm here to teach creative people like yourself how to use essential accounting skills to run your business better and more profitably. Today, I'm introducing a series on pricing your products. We'll talk about the best ways to price your products in order to sell them and make a profit. I'd like to talk about labor costs today because it's an area where there's a lot of confusion. One of the simplest ways to price your products is to add the cost of the materials and labor together and then multiply that by 2 times to get the wholesale price and 4 times to get the retail price. Determining the cost of materials is relatively easy, but how do you determine labor costs? If you pay others to produce your products, then labor costs are relatively easy. But if you're like most of us, you are the laborer, and figuring out what to charge for your own work is difficult. First off, you should always pay yourself at the very least the minimum wage per hour in your area. This is the minimum you should pay yourself. But should you charge more? Depending on your experience and expertise, you may want to charge more for labor than just minimum wage. At the same time, you don't want to charge more than the market will bear. So, you should always compare your prices to the competitors. However, remember that your competitors aren't people with big factories in areas with low labor costs. Your competitors are craftspeople like yourself. Don't underestimate your worth. Many creative people underprice their products because they don't value their own work. For example, I usually charge $18 an hour for labor for my products. The minimum wage in my area is $15 an hour, and I found that unfortunately, the market won't bear me charging much more than that. I sell primarily on Etsy, and that market has been flooded with cheap knockoffs from the third world. This has devalued the price of products there and is why I'm considering other avenues to sell my products. I charge more than the minimum wage based on my experience in sewing and my expertise. I feel that my products are superior to the cheap, mass-produced junk that many sellers are peddling. But I've also compared my prices with similar products, so I know I'm not overpriced. In a future video, I'll talk about how to determine what the market will bear when it comes to pricing. If you want to catch additional videos on pricing and other business subjects for creative people like yourself, please subscribe.